I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait! I haven't finished with you. I told you, we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humanity.
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh, my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
BR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the 2nd sector.
BR 61661, report to division headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew. Year and a half on the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse, they never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put them on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ? Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó đó? Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ?
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and 1 of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight.
Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó?
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
Ông đó đang... Xin hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát...
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Tôi rất mong á, anh Lan làm nhanh.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Mấy giờ tôi phải tới đó đó?
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Hỏi cái chỗ cảnh sát ở đâu ạ? Cái đồ ăn ở đó rất là ngon.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair. McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was 2 men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent. I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of chinions worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that. I believe This is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron coat. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tart should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. All my animals. My precious one. She was my baby.
A toy dog. Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself. Well, isn't that cute? A candy bar. Yuck. Well, isn't that cute? See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment. Here you are.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
My precious one. She was...
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance. Find anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a big fat guy last
Ông
week.
đó đang nhìn mình.
Find anything else out here?
This guy lives across the street. Says he heard a crash late last night. Looked out his window and saw a black sedan speeding away from the scene.
Mấy giờ tôi chạy tới đó đó.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
Xin hỏi cái chỗ ăn ở đó là ngon. Ông đó đang nhìn mình. Cái đồ ăn ở đó rất là ngon. Tôi rất mong á, anh Lan làm nhanh đi.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Who's the best dog in the whole world? Good doggy. Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Scanning video disc. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Run sitter crime scene.
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
Run sitter crime scene.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that. A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. Give me a hard copy of that. Muddy boots. Guess he's from out of town. Give me a hard copy of that. No messages. I'm in demand.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Portrait of the sleep deprived. No messages. I'm in demand. Who's...
Your floor number, please.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen. McCoy, LPD. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. Wanna make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a boat.
Got to mix more out back.
Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Excuse me, pal. Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up, no one else. Clean as a whistle.
Your Prince, Howie. This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
This from your place, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You do Howie favor? Distribute all through our police station?
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new sushi.
See you later, Howie. Howie says you're a master chef.
Do not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. See you later, Howie.
Laboratory.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. We got the animal corpses from Runciter's, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Anamoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
And they're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week. Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinning drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runcida's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score. Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk. Old copies of case files,
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy! Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy. You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah,
Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it. Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
Ground floor. Lockup.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I don't know them.
Were they together?
They seemed to be. I saw them talking.
Before or after the explosion?
Before. I didn't see them at all after. That's all I know, I swear. I wouldn't even know where to find explosives. I'm not a violent man.
Of course you aren't. You just want to let replicants walk the streets.
They're not killers, Detective. They're innocents. They just want to live a decent, productive life like you or me.
It's that simple, huh? I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir. We're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk. I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down. Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer. What do you do for a living?
I teach political science.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
I'd call animal services, of course. I wouldn't try to move it myself, not without proper equipment.
You return from work to find that your home has been burglarized.
I'd call the police.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I'm not answering that.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tried to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
I try to do better next time.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess, pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
Your best friend has done something to make you angry.
I wouldn't keep it bottled up inside. I'd tell her what was bothering me.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
You have a little boy. He shows you his butterfly collection, plus the killing jar.
I take him to a psychiatrist.
You're 7 years old. You manage to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
Well, it sounds like I deserved it. But my father didn't believe in corporal punishment.
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
Howie says you're a master chef.
Do not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl, about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
There's a test I'd like you to take. It won't take too long.
Test? What kind of test?
Kind of a personality test. Totally routine.
Routine? Ah.
Lightning Squad, Rep Unit, Battle of the Gemini. I'd retired a war hero, someone who'd fought for the freedom of the off-world colonists. The poor guy kind of reminded me of one of those Buffalo Soldiers, blacks who had killed and died for America, yet weren't allowed to drink alongside whites. And maybe, just maybe, the photograph validated his own existence. I've gotten all I can from that. I've gotten all I can from that. Locked.
Chill it, man. Just took a wrong turn back there, that's all.
Take your business elsewhere.
An excellent idea.
Yuck. Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting. Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high. See you later, Howie.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the Moonbus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Maggie, come here, girl. Good doggy. Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.